Morning everyone. Got a parcel this morning from Kay's Art Gallery, who is the napkin lady. That's a strange name actually. Sorry Kay. She's the lady that sells napkins on eBay. So I will just show you what I have got here. I have got quite a few. We've got this one here, which is very shabby chic. Really pretty and loads and loads of detail on it. We have got this one here, which is fantastic for vintage projects. You could use it for shabby chic if you were and if you were going to gesso it, and because it's printed all the way through on 4 sides, it's easy enough for like boxes and things just to put it on as it is. You don't need to cut it out or anything. We've then got this one here, which is unusual, but it is still shabby chic, even though the colouring isn't traditional shabby chic, as the saying goes. But I really like that one. I think it's quite fresh and clean looking. We'll then get this one, which is another shabby chic one. Another one that's quite clean coloured and quite bright. It's not in your face pink, just enough pink. So yeah, I like that one. We've got this one here, which is quite vintage. Quite a lot of elements on it. This was one that I had got also from Fiona in my last kit. And there's a few elements on it. Teapot, the frame, the picture frame, the tag, the address, back here, the wee charm, there's the bird, there's a lot on it, the wee crown, so it is quite pretty, and as I said, there's a lot of elements on it that you can use. Then they were all packs of 20, those ones. These ones that I'm going to show you now are packs of 4. This one I got for backgrounds, and it can be washed over the gesso to make it a bit lighter, because there's a lot of detail in that as well. And it's quite impression. What do they call it? Impressionism. That's ridiculous. My art teacher will be cursing at the screen if she had been watching this. Quite illustrated. This one I ordered for the hummingbird. It's very dark. There's probably a lot on it that I won't use. I'm not a great fan of the olive green and the moss green, the brown. It's just a bit too dark for me. But with the bird, what I'm hoping to do is to decoupage on, then I will use my embossing pen, the Versamark pen, highlight where I want it, and then use my Perfect Petals just to highlight some of the leaves, the wings, things like that on it. So I really like the bird on it, that was why I ordered those ones. These ones again are really, really fresh, shabby chic. They are just cream and pink, and it's not too much. And there's 2 different designs on each one. There's the heart corsage, and then you've got the bookmark style, tag style on the other end. These ones, if they had been in packs of 20, I would have ordered the pack of 20 because they're fantastic. And what I intend to do is actually cut out each individual label and actually put them on decoupage style, overlapping, and to give them a bit of structure. We'll then get this one, which is very vintage. It's the maroon, browns, golden tones, oranges. It is traditional vintage. Like the Victorian velvet colours, etc. from the Tim Holtz range would go absolutely perfectly with this. And it's got the script in the back as well, which helps to tie it all in together. And finally, I've got this one, which I absolutely love. Again, it's a fresh shabby chic. It's not pink, pink, pink and pink. It's more cream with pink, which I'm finding I prefer. I am starting to move closer to the pink side, as much as it annoys me to say that. I'm starting to use a lot more pink in my work, especially when it's on cream. It just makes it look softer. So I've been doing that. Kay also sent me a few extra napkins as well. Look at this one, and again this is quite illustrative. But it's nice, it's not too much. Probably I would use this more on a card. I think, I'm not sure, but it is a nice napkin and the colours do work well. This one is absolutely superb, to the fact being that I actually want to go back on at some point today and see if she's got them in the bigger packs. Because I know I would have ordered this if I'd saw it. It's really, really fresh looking. And there's two different patterns. There's this one here with the 3 butterflies on it. Is it 3? 2? 2. And this side here with the other 2 butterflies. But again, plenty of cream on it, so it makes the actual picture stand out more. Then we've got this one here with the bike and the florals and the wee butterflies and things on it. And that's the other side of it. Said although they're quite orange and peachy tones, I like it because there is quite a bit of cream on it. I don't want everything to be colour. I like the colour that looks better when it's got some blank round it. Then finally we've got this one here, which is the Christmassy one. So yeah, that was my napkin haul. I also got a parcel from Fiona. I got a kit from Fiona last week, and in the kit she had sent me probably half a metre of lace. Excuse me a minute. Put them under there so they can get out the road. She'd sent me half a metre of lace, and when I tried to put it round my lamp, it wasn't big enough. It was about that shy. It was that shy. I thought that was my phone there, but it's not. So I had messaged them, said, listen, I know you don't sell them on the meter, and I had explained what it was for, and she said, not a problem. So true to her word, she sent me it, and I can't wait to cover it. I am altering another lampshade. I've got one that's going up in my ceiling, and that's a work in progress. That's so far I have an applique hem that I got from Florence H. I have decoupaged on quite a lot of butterflies because I want the colours at night to be different. I don't want it all to be just cream. But I wanted length on it too. So I was looking at laces and also at fringing. But the fringing was going to make it look more vintage instead of shabby chic. And the only place that I could find a price for the laces that I was looking for was in China, and I didn't want to wait 3 weeks. So Amanda is going to pick me some up from her wee supplier on the market. So I have sent Amanda the money. She's going to pick that up for me. And that's for my ceiling light. Then my small lamp next to my bed is going to have this on it. And then just on top of that, really, really simple. I'm not doing too fussy because the lace is beautiful. I don't want to overdress it. Then I'm going to use some of the small butterflies, the lace ones that Geraldine Little Snippet sent me from her prize for one of her wee competitions. I can't even remember what it was for, but that's what's going on it. Again, just to add a wee bit of something, but not take away from the look of that lace, because the lace is just beautiful. But yeah, that's me kind of. While I'm on, I have got a few thank yous to say. Over the past few weeks when I have been not at my best, there have been a few members of our community who have went above and beyond what the community had to do. Not had to do, but yeah, we all support each other, but if someone kind of fades away, you don't always notice. But to be fair, there was a good few who did notice and have been in contact. And there is 3 ladies in particular who went over and above, and that was Melissa Gibson. She has been an absolute star. Emails, messages and private mail, Facebook message, just, hi, how are you? Hope you're okay. You know where I am if you need me. And those at times were unreal. And then, obviously, as I had shown last week. She sent me that amazing, beautiful bouquet of flowers, which were just beautiful. And she didn't have to do that, but that's just Mel. She has a heart of gold and is so selfless and generous, not just with things, but with her time and her nature. She is just so warm, and I'm really, really, really pleased to have her in my life. I can't wait next month to actually meet her in person and show her how much she means to me. The other one was Amanda, and again it was just, morning, how are you, via email, not 1,000 words, but just enough to say I'm only a few hits of a keyboard away, and she's just amazing. And as I said, it was on an almost daily basis. How are you today? Hope you're alright. You know where I am if you need me. And I just, when you feel so isolated, not by anybody, but by yourself, when I get so depressed, this room is my sanctuary. The boys don't really come in here. Ian will pop in when he comes home from work, just to check that I'm alright and stuff, just an update. But I don't want to drag others down, especially not in the house, because it's not fair. So this is where I kinda closed myself off to. And I don't like worrying. And it's going to sound crazy, my real life friends, because my close friends at the minute are dealing with a lot of other stuff. As you'll be aware, obviously my sister Kelly has had the anniversary of the wee one. My other sister, who is my best mate of 35 years, is in the process of moving from Scotland to England. So she's got a lot of work going on. Her youngest, Libby, will be 5 in October. And Libby's dad's down south, and she's moving for Libby to have a better relationship with her dad. Totally admirable, and I totally support her, but I am going to miss her like crazy. She has lived down south before. She lived down there for a number of years and has flitted up and down. Her dad stays maybe 10 minutes in the car from me. So she will be up visiting. It's not as if I'm never going to see her again. And we now can drive, Ian obviously. So we can have long weekends and that down with her. But they have enough on their plate without hearing my tales of woe And to be fair, when you're depressed, it's not usually an issue, it's just a feeling. It would be easy to say that's the reason, but the frustrating thing is with depression, there isn't always a reason. Just arrives and swipes the feet from you, and before you know it, you're back in a black tunnel that you just need to keep walking along and hope that you get to the other end. So I had Mel and Amanda were the ones who were just short and sweet, just we're here, you know where we are, that was all you need. That is all you need when you have got those barriers up and you are feeling like crap. Hearing that is enough to say, not myself. The other person who has been a huge help over the past 2 weeks has been Kazakins 1. Okay. Kay has walked a mile in my shoes. She knows the walk that I was walking. She's been there, done it, bought the t-shirt. And she was the one who, not saying, give yourself a shake and get on with it, but she was gently pushing, don't close folk off, don't worry your mum, lift the phone, let them know you're alright. Because when I get like that, I don't answer my phone, I avoid all calls. The boys will say, no, my mum's sleeping, or she's in the bath, or just because I can't face talking to anyone. So I had the boys were saying, my mum's fine, but she's sleeping, and Kay was basically saying, and quite rightfully, not in a detrimental way, but saying, stop being so bloody selfish and think of your parents, they're worrying about you. And also the boys, don't close them off, let them in. So thank you for that, you did help me to be a bit more accepting of them. I felt I was doing it to protect them, but Kay helped me see I wasn't helping them, I was actually pushing them away. So thank you, Kay. I really appreciated it. But yeah, the last week or so I've been feeling a lot better. I'm crafting a lot more. I was downstairs yesterday crafting for about 4 or 5 hours. I have got a project that I want to get done today. I'm going to lie down for a wee hour because I awoke this morning with migraine, and for about the last 4 hours I have been clawing at myself. Whenever I take codeine, I get the codeine itch. I feel as if I have ants running all over my body and I am just claw, claw, claw. So once that subsides, I'm going to lie down for a wee bit. The only place that's itchy now is my back and my neck. So I'm just waiting for that to pass and then I'm going to go and lie down. But as I said, I'm getting there. Yesterday was a bit of a hurdle. It wasn't too bad. I was dreading I was speaking to my cousin probably about 10 days ago when I had been just starting to come out of the darkness again, and she messaged me and said, my dad's not good, he's got about a fortnight left. My Uncle Dennis had been ill for a long time. He had been having treatment, but his last run of chemo was in September last year, and it made absolutely not one tiny bit of difference. So his oncologist spoke to him and basically offered him just palliative care, keeping the pain at a minimum, etc. But the last 3 weeks or so he's been in his bed, and he passed away on Wednesday morning. Just was sleeping and went to sleep. Really peaceful. His 4 kids were with him. My aunt, his wife, was there with him, just as he wanted. 2 of the older grandkids were there too. So it was, his wishes were granted. I was expecting the message to come. It doesn't make it easier when it does come, don't get me wrong. And I'm actually surprised how well I'm coping with it after being in such a low. Normally something like that straight after a low plummets me again. But I think knowing that he's fought for so long and that he's finally peaceful has helped put my mind at ease. Also, I spoke to his daughter yesterday, and they're of the same mindset. Catherine especially. When I spoke to her 10 days ago, she said, I wish he would just go. He's not there anymore. He's just in too much pain. And when I spoke to her yesterday, she said, I'm glad it's over. I'm glad he's at peace. He fought long enough. And I think hearing that from her helped to affirm how I was feeling, because that was how I felt yesterday when I heard the news. Obviously I was gutted, but I was more upset for the kids and my aunt, because I know how much they're going to miss him loads. But there's a big family of us, we'll get by. My dad was down yesterday and we all rallied together to just see what needs done and do it. So, as I said, I'm not bad. Life goes on, as the saying goes. I'm just trying to stay as positive as I possibly can. I'm really looking forward to some things this month. Jaden, my youngest, he's going to be with my sister for a week. Next Saturday goes. Then he comes home the following Saturday and he's only back for 6 days, and then we're off to Ireland. So that's a positive, and that's where I keep drumming towards them, adamant that that's where we're heading, that's my goal, is getting to Ireland and enjoying some time away. But yeah, so as I said, massive big thank you to Fiona for sending me fabric, the lace. Thank you. To Mel and Amanda for just being used and being the caring and loving people that you are. And to Kay for being the tough love I needed. Not as in a bad way, but in a supportive way. It was what I needed at that time. And having been there and seen it, done it, bought the t-shirt, she knew how to put it across to me without sounding condescending, without dismissing how I was feeling, and made me realise. So thank you for that. Anyway, I've been blabbering now for half an hour and you're probably sick of the sight of me. So I'm going to go, and I probably won't be back on today. I'll probably come back on tomorrow and I will share some of the projects that I've been doing the last couple of days. I have completed something for Dee's birthday. I have completed Caroline's challenge entry. I have an idea in mind for Amanda. So I just need to try and get that pulled together at some point today. And then they will all be getting weighed and hopefully be in the post for Monday. I would aim for them to be picked up Monday. So yeah, I'm getting there. But thanks everyone for the kind words, the kind comments, the private messages, just the support that you have all shown me. Although I have only mentioned 3 names there has been a lot of support from the wider community, and I'm immensely grateful for that. Those 3 just went above and beyond the call of duty, and that's why I have said their names out loud. But massive thank you to everyone. Anyway, I'm going to go. But thank you for watching and listening to me rabbit on for half an hour. Obviously, you can see I'm starting to feel better when I can talk for that long. But hope you all have a lovely weekend, and hopefully the sun keeps shining and you can all get your washing it. Right, take care, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye for now.